Rocker Pat here. Alright guys, it's another hot rocking day in the jungle. Man, the big beautiful sun is coming up over the big beautiful Texas skies, and I already took my King Dick out for a little ride this morning, and man, he is running good and driving good. I think the biggest thing he needed in the short run was get loosened up because he was out tight. Alright guys, well let's see what I've been rocking it down, getting them down and making them sound with this week. Yeah, I've been sanding on the car. Got it tore apart, a little bit apart. As far as, I think the last time we chitty-chatted or whatever, I had just done this big pain in the ass up here. Got the back spoiler off. I'm gonna weld that up. I'm not gonna leave that. Got to deal with these little rusty things right here, and then there's a little on the back side. Don't know how I'm going to deal with that yet. But I did get, I'd say, 90% of the car sanded down. I am purposely staying away from the plastic and the urethane stuff at the moment because I need to get this car into some sort of primer as soon as possible due to, man, it gets humid here, and I could very easily have myself a flash rust situation. So I think I'm going to go ahead and shoot a coat of epoxy on this. Even though my body work's probably not straight right now, I'm going to go ahead and shoot a coat of epoxy on it, and then maybe one round of high bill. And I'll just let it stand wherever it stands at that point, and do just spot repairs if I need to. Let's talk about the elephant though, and that is this fender. Door's looking pretty good. Everything's gonna come out all right, I think. But this fender had always had a thunkety thunk sound to it, and I'm telling you right now, they literally, look at that right there. Was that like 10 millimeters of Bondo right here on the edge? No wonder it sounds like a plastic toy. So there's something going on there, and I'm gonna have to grind all that out of there and see what's going on. I do know when I stuck my finger or my hand up in the hole back behind the inside and reached in there, there are several holes in there where they put probably a slide hammer. You know how they did it back in the day with they drill a hole and screw that screw in there and then yank on it. So I got to deal with that. I know that's there. You know, the rabbit's kind of winning some days, and some days I'm winning. The hood came stripped off pretty easy. There is a dent right here in the middle that kind of goes down. I'm not sure if I'm going to fix that or if I'm just going to let it rock and roll. Remember, I'm not doing a show car paint job on this car. I am doing a go car paint job. So the thing I got to deal with at this point is got nowhere to throw some primer on this, because I thought about doing it outside, but you know, in between rounds of shooting paint on this thing, the steel is going to start getting pretty hot. It's still 90s. I don't know. It's probably going to be about 92, 93 degrees today. So that's going to make it kind of hard to just shoot this outside. So since the hurricane of last year, a year or so, a barrel last year, hopefully more than a year ago, my little tents have been torn down in the backyard, and that's where I generally would do my paint stuffing stuff. So I went ahead and got 2 more of these canopy thingies, and I'm gonna clean up back here enough so that I can put those canopies up and then drive my car right over that lip right there and all the way around this way and back up onto this concrete right here and park it right there so that I can get out here and throw some primer on it. Then when I get done doing the primer, I'm going to get out some lumber that's up in my lumber locker and start rebuilding the walls that need to go on here and everything. But hey man, well, I want to show y'all something. Look how nice this lawn tractor did this yard right here. Now what I want to show you is that when you look at my shoe, you see how you see how I'm not, like, you know, very deep into that grass. See, that's the way I expect the yard to be mowed. Now I did this yesterday morning, and yeah, I thought it came out good. Well, then the lawn people came while I was taking an early afternoon nap, and this is what they did. Would you consider that mowed? Or would you consider that just, you know, that if they would have done the whole floor of this thing, that's what they would have left me. And now I'm going to say this, I don't pay for it. The landlord does. And I don't want to take on the chore. But does your landscaping people leave your yard and there's that much grass still growing? All right, guys, well, that's my yard mowing bitch. I have turned into an old man bitching about the goddamn yard. Y'all keep rocking and rolling and rolling and rocking. I got some grinding down to do. Talk to y'all next time.